to SFL Set for Life. Do you know what's amazing? That every time I repeat something that some legend said, I am personally being mentored directly by them at that moment. So in other words, Abraham Lincoln once said, when you feel good, you do good. And when you feel bad, you do badly. So when I repeat that verse right there, that Abraham Lincoln said, at that moment, I'm being personally mentored by the great Abraham Lincoln. Isn't that awesome? It's really true. You know, whenever I say every adversity has a benefit equal or greater to the adversity if and only if I look for it, then I'm being mentored by the great Napoleon Hill, who wrote the book Think and Grow Rich. So can you see that every time you repeat something that Swan Wynn said, or Jeff Levitan said, or Eric Olson said, or John Shin said, or Penny Oy said, or Andy Nguyen said, then you're being mentored by them at that precise moment. You know, Henry Ford once said, if you say you can, or you say you can't, it's a done deal. Because whatever you say, you are. I now am being mentored by the great Henry Ford. Henry Ford said, if I didn't invent the car, or the assembly line for the car, I should say, then people would still be riding on horses today. Or like Willie Mays, right? Because I like to keep things simple. And he had one of the greatest quotes on simplicity. And every time I say this quote, I'm being personally mentored at that moment by the great Willie Mays. Because somebody said, Willie, you're such a great baseball player. How are you so good at the game of baseball? And he said, well, when they throw the ball to me, I hit it. And when they hit the ball to me, I catch it. Man, that is so profound. That's why I like to keep things simple. Like when I go on an appointment, make a friend. Once I've made a friend, solve a problem. Once I solve the problem, I make WFG be the answer to the problem. And I immediately expect them to give me their best friend's name and call them immediately. That is a great cap appointment right there. You know, I love the quote by the great John Wooden, right? He won so many basketball championships at UCLA. And he said, you know, I like reading new books, but here's what I don't like. The new books take me away from the great old books. You know, a lot of times people tell me to read a book. And then I say to myself, I think I'd rather read the first 2 chapters in Ephesians again, because that's a living book. And you know what? Every time I read what Jesus said, I'm being mentored by Jesus.